What's good, everyone? I'm Demario. Welcome to Demario's World. This is the weekly tarot reading for the collective on the spiritual path. Before we get started, an announcement. I really hope that you guys are enjoying these readings and that these are actually really helping you on your path within your own universe. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is that you feel aligned to regarding this channel. This is a small channel, so I'm also very open to people discussing different things and being able to talk about their experiences and what their thoughts are without being oppressed in no type of way. You know what I'm saying? We are, again, once again, a small channel. So let's make sure we keeping the love, the good vibes, high vibration on it. You know what I'm saying? A more freer space than what people may be used to because it is a smaller channel. And also know that I send my prayers up to you guys on your path, that you are protected, and if you're part of this soul tribe right here, you are protected regardless of what's being happening on the outside world dealing with oppressions. So let's get started. Hope all is well. These readings are general, so if they apply, I'm grateful they do, but if they do not, there are other people on this platform who can help you on your evolutionary track and path. But once again, hopefully this applies to you. These readings deal with 3D practical things coming into your experience within your own universe and or internal shifts within your own consciousness for healing purposes. You may also be cross-watching someone else's reading, and it may just kind of birth out or have to be expressed in this type of way in juncture. You are the authority in your own universe that can kind of decipher what it is for you. That's why I was saying earlier, you can be able to say freely what you feel. Because again, as people who are autonomous and not necessarily in desperation of anything, who are in their own authority, are able to speak and justify and identify what is meant for them and what's not meant for them. These readings are timeless and they are for any zodiac sign. But some prevalent ones may pop up in the reading. Let's get started. Show me the collective energy for the collective on the spiritual path. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Oh, two came out. Okay. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I'll put those actually together. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Six of Wands. Okay. I think this is still the Magician. This is still basing off the energy from the last time. So I feel like right now we're in a continuous kind of flow right now. A very great flow state. The Three of Pentacles. The King of Cups. And the Devil. Okay. I said devil kind of weird. It don't gotta be that. Let's see what the reading says. I definitely do see something coming in, honestly. That's been something you've been waiting for. I feel like this new thing is in alignment with your destiny, with kind of the positioning of the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, kind of like these both, it kind of like fits into the other. So this definitely to me does see a divine timing, especially with the Three of Pentacles right there. Something that you've been waiting on to kind of mesh with, kind of something that you can do something with. Like say for instance, something like you can partner with other people, you can spend something, you can talk about some things. So maybe that's something that you've been waiting for, because I would believe this is something that you're waiting for that is in the state, like I was saying, a flow state. Like it's in a flow state, but it's like a divine timing situation. Like it has to be kind of edged out perfectly, not a moment before, not a moment later. I definitely do see let me see. I see a few people out here, honestly. You can be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, a fire sign, a Capricorn, Gemini, placement, sun, moon, rising, gender identity, male, female, non-binary. Show me what this Queen of Swords is about. Queen of Swords is the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords, you may have been dealing with some feminine energy or part of you that was very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, the Two of Wands. Maybe someone who wasn't open to seeing things a certain way. Like the Queen of Swords is like an older structure that could have been in your own space of consciousness that was kind of more focused on a partnership or building something, and now you're looking at it from a different perspective. Maybe even I'm seeing like say for instance, there's a woman who's like, you saw the value of one person and say, oh, this is a cool person, but now you see the value of another person and you're openly, like say for instance, like you look at someone who's like, oh, this person is so, economically sound, but then you look and see they may not have the emotional wherewithal for this partnership. So then you look at someone else and say, oh, you know what I'm saying, this person actually has the wherewithal emotionally, and you appreciate that, and you know what I'm saying, acknowledge that. Show me one for the King of Cups. Yeah, the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands. But I also feel like even though you see the emotionality of this other person, I feel like you are kind of putting down that relationship. Like they may be a more emotional, spiritual kind of individual. The Sun. Or maybe the King of Cups, whoever this may be, like their burden maybe, like because they're so expressive, maybe you now see a burden that they've carried, and now you're kind of going towards that person. I definitely feel like there is a certain image regarding someone who's watching this or who's within this energy. Is like you're looking for a certain image of magic with someone. But there also may be a fear of that magic being of lower energy. Show me the Devil. Show me two for the Devil. The Knight of Wands and the Justice card. I feel like with where you're at right now, as long as you've done your work of being self-reflective and being in your own vibration, this may be just like a behind-the-scenes thought fear. It may not be a real actual situation. Like just the fear you, say for instance, moving from one person to a new person and being in fear of the beauty and the magicness and the divine timing of this person will kind of get you out of get you in a little bit of a more chaotic energy, where I feel like there's definitely justice for you moving away from this karmic energy. Maybe through this interaction with whoever this is, you learned you either can have the financial stability or the emotional stability. But the thing about it to me is that there's always a third option where you can have that in both, and you can have both financial stability and emotional stability in one person. And maybe that's what you're gunning for. Show me one for the Ace of Pentacles. But that's what I was saying, like three, like even with the Three of Pentacles, it's like three people at some type of capacity. The Temperance card and the Queen of Cups. One more. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's some type of messaging coming from a divine feminine, possibly, about her own stability of her own emotional, maybe just her own emotional need for stability in partnerships, in a partnership, but something that still feels justified. It's basically like the culmination of the work that she's done on herself. Someone that looks like the magician, who acts like the magician, who has the emotions, who has the stability. Let's keep going. Show me a spread. Okay. Karmic lesson. That's what I was saying with that Devil card right there. and some lesson that you learned in this process of, you know, you can have someone who has maybe a multifaceted, like even with the magician, a multifaceted kind of energy, who has all types of tools in this belt. Maybe that's what you were looking for, but you felt like you couldn't have that. And so now you're openly professing this, I feel like, even to the universe, openly in front of everybody, what type of person you want and desire and are achieving in partnership with. Mental stimulation is what I'm saying. Some type of, again, this may be even something within your own consciousness that's going on that you're vocalizing. Someone who has that energy about them. Eat my shit? Okay. Or no, maybe this even was a karmic lesson of someone who was mentally stimulative to you at one time, but it's like that wasn't the only thing that you kind of could rely on. And now you're seeing the physical and the emotional as well, having to be ironed out. That smile melts me. Why you so obsessed with me? Oh, someone's obsessed. Okay. Start that project. Masculine energy. So yeah, there may have been somebody, someone. This may be the closing of a karmic energy. Someone who you just, like I was saying, like someone who you may have physically. It's like it could be switched around, like any of the spheres of consciousness that can be talked about can be switched around. So say for instance, if you know for yourself, if you're someone who looks solely at the physical, you now are looking more at the mental and emotional. If you're someone who looks at more of the emotional, in your natural state of being, you may be looking more at the financial and spiritual. You know what I mean? Like you kind of got to decipher for yourself what is what. But there definitely is a masculine energy, some type of lesson that's been closed out. Okay. Remember to take the pill. Like I said, there may be someone who was trying to get you pregnant. I lied about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like some type of energy is closed out completely. It's like the hidden energy with the moon right there, and the ace of swords right there with the death. Like I said, if you need to take the pill, remember to take the pill. You don't keep, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you may want to let that situation go. Show me 2 cards about I lied about. What did this person potentially lie about? This can be a past energy that's coming up because we also are in Venus retrograde. So regarding love, there may be some unfinished business in the sense of you closing out a cycle with some type of love partner. What was the lie? The 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Someone lied about what they could give to the partnership. Like with the 6 of Pentacles, it kind of is like breadcrumbing and kind of just kind of giving you kind of morsels. And even with it's like they're very identical. Even with the 2 of Pentacles, it's like a weighing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you this much, I can give you that much. You look like you need this much, but yeah, I want to do this. You know, it's like they lied about how much they could give you in the particular situation. Like I said, with that mental stimulation, like it was just a physical body. And that may have hindered some things because, again, someone may have been trying to get someone pregnant. Someone who, why are you so obsessed with me? Or even like to remember to take the pill. Like there may have been some type of sexual interactions with this person that was like a hang up. And this could also be a feminine, you know what I'm saying? Whichever one it is, because again, I saw multiple people in the initial spread. Okay. Show me 3 cards. So I definitely see a masculine and feminine energy regarding this. Show me 3 cards for clarifiers for the collective. There is plenty for everyone, including me. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. Like I said, you learn from everyone. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty enough to go around. We do not live in lack mentality like that with that Six of Pentacles and that Two of Pentacles. We don't live in lack. We live in abundance on this channel and on this pathway. Anyone else who is not on that vibration, you can go ahead and leave. That's not what we're on. We heal, and then we release. There is no blame. I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. Like I said, with anyone who has an opposing energy to that, thank you. You can leave the situation. For there, we don't do any victim blaming, victim shaming. We're not really into that type of stuff. We learn our lessons and learn them well. We close our cycles justly in the timing in which they need to be closed. And if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. It's only a thought, and the thought can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow, like I was just saying. Like I said, anyone who does not vibe with that type of energy will, these readings are not for you. Because again, we're closing out this cycle right here regarding old energies who that want to come back within this retrograde so that you can start the project. Start the project or start the progress. Continue it, because there's more than enough for everyone. Show me one. The truth about change. We don't need something to go wrong in order to change. Exactly. We don't need nothing to go wrong to close out cycles as well. The World card jumped out. Cycles closing. Show me 3 cards for what happens next till we meet again. The Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Right now, going towards, maybe even brashfully, your own vision, your own comfort, holding your own standard in this retrograde, in this time period for the vision that you set forth. Like I said, being very brashful, being very cutting even about what it is that you want for your life, what type of person you want in your life, what do you want to gain and learn from this cycle if it has popped up, being able to close it justly so that you can continue moving forward in this comfort that you have naturally, because it is your birthright and no one can take that from you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm Demario. Hope you have a great day. Peace.